So, unless you're a billionaire or a psychopath, odds are the past few years have been really, really rough on you. With the economy, COVID, just everything has been so rough on everybody. But I just want to talk about how that's really a blessing. Because us as human beings, we have to experience some level of suffering to evolve. And normally it's personal suffering. It's little increments of our own lives we experience these events, these tragedies that will repeat themselves until we learn and we evolve and become better people. But it happening at such a mass scale to where this level of abandonment is felt by the entire country, is felt by the entire world, is just unheard of. It's such a large scale, and I truly believe that it has happened for a reason. We are meant for something greater in this life. All of us. Humanity is coming to a point where it has to change. There's no other way around it. And if you have experienced suffering of some degree, it may seem like, life has been like an illusion, or life has been a dream, especially since COVID. I mean, before COVID, things seemed, they were cheaper. Things were just generally less intense, or less anxiety ridden, or less less stressful then. But now it's like, I don't know about for everyone else, but for me, life just feels kind of on repeat, like a cycle. And it wasn't until, last year that myself, I started to go against that cycle. Or started to recognize it, I guess. To recognize I was stuck in a pattern. And I think that has a lot to do with, God's plan, the universe's plan. I think it has a lot to do with where we're heading as a species, right? We need these events to wake us up. COVID was horrendous. It took out a lot of people, and it crippled a lot of families. And my heart goes out to you if you were affected by it, or one of your loved ones were affected deeply by it. My heart does go out to you. And I pray that you found the silver lining that's there in whatever happened. But COVID was just such a mass thing. I don't think that's happened in human history for a very long time, especially not in modern human history. And then there's just the point that the economy is just so bad right now. It's impossible to get a house. It's impossible to get a new car, a used car. It's gonna become impossible to afford food. It is just becoming harder and harder to the point where people are working every day, and it's just consistent stress of when we're going to make the next paycheck, the next meal, when the next something's coming. It's taking everyone away from the present moment. In a lot of major religions, being in the present moment is all there is. Being right now, right here, is all there is. So every major religion mentions that we will stray further away from the teachings of Buddha, from peace, from heaven, whatever it is. We will stray further away from that the more humanity progresses, the more we enter these dark times. And I truthfully believe that this is the dark times, because it can't get much worse. But again, that's for a reason. It's absolutely for a reason that it can't get much worse. It's going to force us to evolve and to be better. Without that nudge from the universe, without that nudge from life, we would have no reason to be better. We would just stay content with everything. Without all these atrocities and all these horrendous things happening, without the world on the brink of collapse, we would have no reason to want to change on a personal level, on a society level. We would have no reason for that, but we have a reason now. Everyone has a reason to want a better world because we see what we're in now. And it's not really good. Like, it's not that life isn't good. It's that we have so much, but we're so unhappy. Like, unhappiness is at record peaks in the world. And it's wild because we just have so much. And that's the thing about these events. Like, that's the thing that happens whenever you're forced to confront your fears. Whenever you're forced to confront the worst that can happen in life, you start to realize there's so much more that we can do. Like, there's so much more to the world than mundane life. There's so much more to the world than bowing to what the government says, or bowing to another man's law, another man's rule, another man's guidance. There is so much more than that. We are meant for so much more than that. And this suffering has brought that awareness on a mass scale to the populace. So if you've been affected, and we all have, but I want to deeply connect and say that you have people that are there for you. You have people that are here for you. And we're all in this together. Like, this is something that every person should be in together. And my heart goes out to you, especially during this time. It's important that we look within ourselves and we get through the suffering so we can connect with each other and get through the suffering and get past it to something greater. Like, there's something greater there. We just gotta drop all this. Yeah. I mean, that's why I truthfully believe that all this stuff has happened, especially the past few years. It's been ramping up. Nothing but ramping up. I mean, I don't want to say it's the biblical end times, but it seems eerily suspicious to the biblical end times. So, I guess we'll see. Till then, I mean, just love yourself. Love life. Connect with people. Realize that everyone's in this together. I mean, if anything, look at the ones who abuse that. The ones who manipulate our minds into going a certain way or doing a certain thing. Like, look towards that. Stay connected, stay true to yourself. Realize it's all part of something greater. Let me know what you guys think. Alright. Bye.